All right, I'm United Airlines Gold member Cody Howell. Thank you. So I'm 24, which is kind of like a real adult age. Who here is 24 or older? Wow, not a lot. That's embarrassing for you. But like that's kind of like a real age. Like you should probably know your shit. Like you should know how to do taxes. I don't, but I hope you do. But I mean, like, it's kind of like a real adult age, and I feel like I'm like creeping towards that age where like I now have to join an adult soccer league to make friends, and I refuse to be that fucking person. Like a frisbee league, like fuck that. I'm not that person. But as you could have guessed by my appearance, I am single. Thank you. But I mean, hold your applause. Hold your applause, please. I actually just came out of a 5-year marriage relationship. It wasn't a marriage, but it was a relationship. It wasn't my own, thank you. But I mean, like, thank God. She hates me. She hates me so much. But you know, I mean, it's like people keep asking me like, how do you break off a relationship? And I mean, I tell everybody, I'm like, call me old-fashioned, but I mean, if you're not sliding your ass across the floor like a dog on their personal belongings, you're doing it wrong. Just make eye contact and keep going. But I will give you some dating, like a lot of you laughed. You look like you're really enjoying it. So I'll give you some dating tips. Who's single here? Raise your hand. Woo! Yeah. That's too many. First dating tip. Never post your best picture on Tinder. Who here is on Tinder? Raise your hand. That's one. You're all lying. You're all lying. You're liars. So I recently joined Tinder, which is what I learned is like it's not actually a place to find firewood, but I did find a lot of wood. However, so do not ever post your best picture. If you are an equivalent of a 7.5. Post a 5 picture. Post a 5 picture. Because you show up to a date looking like, like this. Like just awful. But if you show up like this, that's great. You already razzled and dazzled them. They're like, fuck yes, I'm taking you home. It's great. So, my second date tip. Never start with an apology. Never. Never say like, oh my gosh, I'm sorry I'm late. I'm sorry about my place. I'm sorry about my body type. I'm what they call skinny fat. So like I look great. I fucking like underneath all this, it's just like it's a flesh trap of 155 pounds of beer and guacamole and chips. It's not great. None of this is great underneath here. So never start with an apology. Let's see. So, my ideal date. I think about this a lot, and I'm like, my ideal date kind of starts with you coming over, bringing your favorite ice cream, you hand me a check for like $100 to $1,000. We stare at my wolf figurines for a good 30 minutes. If you touch one, the date ends right there. It ends. It just ends right there. If it goes further, you make sweet, sweet loves to me to a Ken Burns jazz documentary. This one knows. I don't see a lot of men laughing. Like, look, I get it. Men aren't funny either. I agree. Really. I agree. So, I've kind of like realized I'm one of those people that doesn't want kids. How many here want kids? I've asked this a lot. How many people want kids? Women, don't raise your hands. Men, that's who I'm asking. Men, how many of you want kids? Exactly. None of us want kids. I'm the only person who wants to cry when I'm hungry or shit my pants. Like, I think I'm the only one who deserves that luxury. Like, I want to be the only one who fusses when I don't get enough sleep. Like, that's competition. I don't need competition in my day-to-day life. I don't need some kid sitting here being like, oh, I'm hungry. I'm like, yeah, I know, me too, bitch. I don't need that. I definitely don't need that. So that's kind of where I'm at with kids. But But who else here thinks that kids are just trashy and terrible? I agree. I hear a lot of class from women, especially this end. Don't date this end, I'm telling you. This is the end you don't want. But seriously, kids are terrible. Everyone thinks their kid's great. You know, you end up like sitting there like at an airport and everyone's looking at you with your fucking kid crying. Don't be that person. This is a PSA for all of you who are considering kids. Straight men, straight women. Don't do it. You deserve better than that. This has been so much fun. Again, I am Delta Sky Miles member Cody Howell, and I deserved all this. Thank you.